Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee and... We'll start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that cue.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on second down. Finds his man in the middle. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clemson jumps to the line. Give to the back. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for the big play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Auburn going to work with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Running to Green. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Pick off to stop the threat. Crosses midfield. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Keeps it on the bootleg. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Takes a hit as he fires. Looking to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback now breaking the field. All kinds of time before he fires right. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted to stop the threat. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the tight end's trying to work the middle of the field. Nobody even close to him in coverage. It's not going to get any easier than that for the quarterback. That's an easy 1st down.
Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
So now it's second and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll immediately call timeout. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To throw, it's Klubnik. Finds his big tight end. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And the Tigers want to move quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He found some running room and needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. The offense will quickly use a timeout. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Barrels ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Clemson!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he added the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Quarterback making checks. They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Alston. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've...
There he goes! 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
On the set.
Brings up second down.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Alston. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He might want another play. Snap in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moore. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays.
Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense in press coverage. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Thought he had it and couldn't couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And after missing that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too.
Going for it all. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass at what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And, man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out. Let your receiver make the play. But just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
28, Auburn, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Singleton. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off-play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand. You're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Right out, trying to get it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time.